In theaters this week, a new epic sci-fi adventure built for the big screen, the return of the popular Saw horror franchise, the latest stock market movie that may teach you how to earn some dumb money, and movie number 2 for a certain Paw Patrol that knows a thing or two about being there on the double. It's all coming up this week on Big Ticket.
Retrieve it, or they win.
Starting with the sci-fi action thriller, The Creator. This one features an eerily too close to home premise about a future war between the human race and AI forces, which have developed a mankind-killing weapon. Luckily, it's not based on a true story, yet. The film's talented cast is led by John David Washington and it also includes Gemma Chan, Ken Watanabe, Sturgill Simpson, and Allison Janney. And when you're not hearing voices, you'll be hearing a score by Hans Zimmer, which is always a good thing. Plus, it's worth noting the creator of The Creator, as in director and co-writer Gareth Edwards. The Godzilla and Rogue One director has already shown some serious chops and seems to be really taking it up a notch with this one. He said classics like Apocalypse Now, Blade Runner, Rain Man, and E.T. were sources of inspiration for this film. What more do you need? Well, how about a preview of an exclusive scene breakdown that director Gareth Edwards gave us himself? Check it out.
The thing I'm most proud of in this, in the movie, and especially you can see it in this sequence, is that mixture of what Star Wars does so well is like the distant past and the distant future. I love the idea of like a timeless, there's nothing contemporary in this sequence. Everything's like something that you could have seen 30, 50 years ago in terms of, even 100 years ago in terms of the floating village aspect of it all. And then mixed with these giant manga style tanks. James Klein, who designed the tanks, goal was to have them look like a model kit you could buy from Bandai, like some sort of thing that would have been in a manga film. And so what we kept doing, as stupid as this sounds, is when we did a design, we would take that design and we'd put it on a Bandai model box and just see if we got jealous. Like, we weren't gonna stop until we went, I really want that model on my desk.
I still have a lot of work that needs to be done.
Also in theaters this week is the horror flick Saw X. And guess what? We're celebrating! We are? The Saw? We're celebrating Saw? That's right. The popular horror franchise is turning double digits nearly 2 decades after the first film hit theaters in 2004. And how cool is this? It serves as a direct sequel to Saw and a prequel to Saw 2, with Shawnee Smith reprising her role as Amanda Young from those movies, and also the 3rd and 6th installments. And of course, Tobin Bell is back too as John Kramer, aka Jigsaw. In the movie, Kramer ends up in Mexico weeks after the events of Saw after hearing of a miracle cure for his cancer. But what he finds is a fraudulent scheme run by people who need to be taught a lesson, and who better to teach it than Jigsaw. Plus, if you don't watch it, you do know he's coming for you, right?
A lot of people feel the system is broken. The whole idea of the stock market is if you're smart and maybe with a little luck you can make your fortune. Certainly not anymore. There's no hope for the little guy.
Also hitting theaters for its wide release is the film Dumb Money. This biographical dramedy is based on Ben Mesrick's book, The Anti-Social Network, about the GameStop short squeeze in January of 2021, aka when a bunch of everymen turned the tables on Wall Street. Now, if you're not already sold, here's another reason to get smart with Dumb Money: the ensemble cast. We're talking Paul Dano, Pete Davidson, America Ferrera, Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, and Seth Rogen. Seriously, I could name more, but they told me to stop. Nick Offerman. I'm even cracking myself up over here. Thirdly, since this is the wide release, that means it's been reviewed plenty during its limited release, and it's already certified fresh at 84% on the tomato meter. The consensus from critics calls it a crowd-pleasing dramatization and rousingly entertaining. Surely we had you at rousingly.
We're gonna need a new name for ourselves. How about the Paw Patrol? But more, with just a little bit extra. Yeesh.
How about the Mighty Pups?
On a mission in theaters for the second time in 3 years is Paw Patrol: The Mighty Movie, as we just can't get enough. Based on the popular TV show and toy line, this one serves as a sequel to 2021's Paw Patrol: The Movie, this time focusing on the Mighty Pups theme from the show. If you know, you know, aka he's been in the toy aisle lately. The voice cast includes Kim Kardashian returning from the first movie, this time with her kids North and Saint West joining the fun. Plus, names like Chris Rock, Kristen Bell, and Taraji P. Henson join the cast as well. The Mighty Movie centers around Skye, voiced by McKenna Grace for the first time, who is eager to prove herself to the Paw Patrol after a meteor crashes in Adventure City, giving off superhero powers that put the mighty in Mighty Pups. That's it for this week's Big Ticket, and whether you want sci-fi or horror or stocks, it's gonna be the right choice. And don't forget, you can get your tickets to all of these right now at Fandango.com. Thanks for watching Fandango's Big Ticket. See you next week.